What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the quartering, and woo-wee, did we get some backfire for this Cyberpunk 2077 pathetic hit piece. And there's a whole slew of new journalists whining about Cyberpunk 2077 today, as well as some new information about the game. And hey, huge shout out to you all yesterday. You all subscribed in droves. We had 5,000 subscribers yesterday. We're now just 25K away. If we do that again today, and listen, 38% of you are still not subscribed. If we do that again today, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, boom, done. Hit it. Million. Not even worried about it. No stress. And remember, I promise, 1 full month of not begging you to subscribe once we reach 1 million. Now, there's a red subscribe button down below. Click that. Yesterday, I covered a hilarious whine piece, rage bait article from Polygon journalist Stacey Henley. A classic, by the power of white woman, I am offended article. And we had a bit of fun. Overnight, there's been a serious amount of backlash, as well as other journos joining in. Now, understand this. Rage baiting gamers is basically all these websites have left. Look, I tried to run a website. I tried to run exclusivelygames.com, and it was hard to get people's attention. I understand that now firsthand. And now I know why sites like Kotaku and Polygon exclusively are addicted to rage bait. Because, in a word, it works. But also, it's hilarious to dunk on. Smash like. Thank you. Now, I'm not going to go through this article again. It essentially was a whine piece about how Cyberpunk 2077's edgelord marketing works so well. And it took veiled shots at a wide variety of Cyberpunk fans. CD Projekt Red brought up every non-controversy that the game ever had. Obviously, the Mix It Up poster, which, you know, really was a non-controversy. It was like a Twitter thing for a day. Then the actual artist came out and said, hey, no, this is the exact desired effect I wanted. And then they screech about Elon Musk and 10-year-old tweets from GOG.com. It's the same old stuff. The internet never forgets. I understand that. But also, like, it also has a short attention span. These losers in the game journalism space are still upset that GOG.com or CD Projekt Red or one of their subsidiary Twitter accounts once tweeted a dude taking a leak on game journalism gravestone from a video game. They bring it up every chance they get, and this happened years ago. They go on to say that CD Projekt Red hasn't earned their fandom. They haven't earned the respect of their fans, even and completely ignoring the fact that not only did they deliver The Witcher 3, which is universally loved, but enormous amounts of additional content. The main campaign for Witcher 3 has so much content in it, most people don't even finish it. That's why it's a game that people can keep going back to. There are innumerable reasons why CD Projekt Red has the benefit of the doubt from fans, but this game journalist must not have come across it. And of course, then writes this article that, gamer bros buying gamer game make me so angry. Well, the backlash was, of course, swift. Now, I do not, as always, I will say, please don't go and dogpile on this person. I don't condone that. I cover it, but I don't condone it. I don't want people to do that. I'm asking you not to. I know I don't control you, but look, if you go and dump on this person, you're not doing me any favors. That's all I'll say about it. Now, the original tweet, for Polygon, I took a weird, edgy, parasocial, and deliberately, for Polygon, I took a look at the weird, edgy, parasocial, and deliberately controversial marketing of Cyberpunk 2077. Now, I don't believe it was deliberately controversial, and you can see Appreciate it. There are a few other collections of controversies online. Just want to break them down and analyze them a bit more. This is fantastic. This is what happens when just your bubble sees the article, right? Everyone says you're stunning and brave. And look, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to feel bad when you literally antagonize 15 to 20 million people. Literally. That's what this article is. Very valid points. Very valid points. Okay. Hey, I bought Cyberpunk 2077 limited edition Xbox One X and bought four of my friends a copy. Thanks to its edgelord marketing. It worked so well. That's a pre-order confirmed for me. Let's see. You did a lot of babysitting when you were a teen, didn't you? If someone at Polygon has an issue with the game, it must be worth buying. People respect CD Projekt Red because of the Witcher series, especially The Witcher 3. They know CD Projekt Red makes games that people play rather than churn them out as a business for shareholders. That needs to be appeased. People are excited for Cyberpunk 2077 because it's CD Projekt Red. Get wrecked, Polygon. Don't care. Pre-order anyways. Here's some. Yeah, you untangled so many things. Great, nice meme. How to get offended about everything 2020 guide. It's hilarious. We've got a blue check mark coming in here. Parasocial. Dang, bro, I can't hear you over the great success of Cyberpunk 2077. Holy garbage take. Fantastic article. Well researched. Yeah, I don't know. Love that edgy people play Cyberpunk 2077. Lol, please stop complaining. Then, of course, LRT, I'm not reviewing Cyberpunk 2077. Shocking! I see Stacy, but I hear Karen. No, that won't be necessary. Shocker. I will buy 5 copies if it offends you guys. I'm gonna pre-order 2 copies. Cry more. By the power of white woman, I am offended. By the power of white woman. By the power of white woman. So you'd probably just give it a 0. You don't have to play to review it. A lot of your peers don't. Just getting absolutely destroyed. And of course, hey guys, did you know there's a Cyberpunk game out next week? I haven't heard much about it. Does it look good? Riding the hate train for online clout. How unique. That is actually a very good point to put that, who's this? That Ken put forward. That's exactly what these people do, right? We saw this with the woman who shall not be named who said, Microsoft didn't give me a free console, so they don't like black people. And then what do? They turn around, they play the victim, and then sure enough, 3 days later, she was on the Twitch front page with 5,000 viewers. I'm not kidding. Twitch literally stuck it to the gamers and manually put her on the homepage of Twitch. This is a grift, and it's a grift because it works. Victimhood currency is real, and these people play by the exact same thing. It's like I talk about, the metaphor for me is somebody going and like punching a beehive, and they'll be like, all these racist bees are stinging me. Give me money. But that's not the only. That's not the only now. Now we have Kotaku. Great mind Nathan Grayson. The Cyberpunk 2077 hype is just too much. Says the website that look, I'm not going to lie. I'm very fortunate that Cyberpunk 2077 is a very popular topic right now. I usually cover a lot of Hollywood news, entertainment news, movies, like Marvel movies and stuff. Well, there's not much going on. And this is, Cyberpunk 2077 is literally the tide that raises all boats in this entire industry. Don't act like this isn't a gigantic financial boon for Kotaku. Don't act like if Cyberpunk wasn't coming out, you'd have other interesting things to say. This is a big deal. And I hope, by the way, that you've clicked like by now and that red subscribe button down below. You see, in less than 1 week, everybody in Cyberpunk future year 2020 will be playing 2077, or at least that's the impression I get based on the fact that it's all anyone's talking about. Such is the nature of hype surrounding the RoboArm role-playing sensation. Hardly anyone has played it yet, but there's certain it's going to be a life-changing experience. On this week's episode of Split Screen, we discuss the uglier sides of the gaming community. What? Kotaku.com dissing gamers? This must be a first. At first, I kind of succumbed to the Cyberpunk hype a little bit because they got Keanu Reeves and the whole "you're breathtaking" thing with him. He's just a nice guy and really pretty to look at. And if there's an idea, well, it seems like you're objectifying him there, Ash. And if there's an idea that I can play this game and hang around with him for almost 120 hours, purports to be, then you know what? It's a pretty dang good game. I could get into that. But then as things went on and everything came out about CD Projekt Red saying we're not going to crunch, please, nobody cares about crunch. Nobody. And they kind of fumble a message around, I don't care. And then there's this whole issue of the attendant fanboys around it, where if you say one thing negative about it, they'll come with their pitchforks and try to burn your house down. No, see, that's the problem. There are going to be negative things about Cyberpunk 2077. Of course, especially at launch. It's not going to be a perfect game. It's going to have bugs, and I'm going to report on them. And maybe people won't like it, but ultimately, you're talking about a very small percentage. What you're really talking about, Kotaku.com, is that you put out rage bait and then you get pushback. It just turns me off the entire thing. I'm so sick of it. I'm really sick of it. And then you have Nathan saying, talking about the game. He's a cool guy, chill guy. Fahey says he's a perfect fit for the Cyberpunk game. He starred in Johnny Mnemonic, one of the biggest Cyberpunk movies ever. He was in The Matrix. He was in Bill and Ted's excellent Cyberpunk adventure. He was in, what's that one? A Scanner Darkly, A Walk to Remember. It's a lot of subtle things that CD Projekt Red has done to court hype in the ways that have been both good and damaging for everybody's sanity. Who's being damaged by it? I think they knew pretty quickly that they had a game that could be massive on their hands, so they started doing all these events and things. They have an ongoing Night City Wire series, which is basically a long infomercial on Twitch. They have cosplay competitions. So what? What do you mean? It's like they're trying to paint CD Projekt Red as like this evil corporate. Hello, McFly. Every major video game that comes out has all the same level of hype around it. Are you joking? Or attempted hype. It's just different because CDPR fans are in. They've reached the point where people are on one hand hyped, and on the other hand, they're already built in brand loyalty. So they've turned being a fan of Cyberpunk into an identity. You're talking about a very small percentage of people again. And that's where you get people who just go insane if anything says anything potentially negative about the game. Or an army of people who want to defend crunch or phobic tweets. Exactly. They just bring that up every time they can. It was a joke. You may not have liked it, but it was a joke. And it was not ill-willed, and it wasn't targeted at trans people, no matter how much you try and say it was. This is why nobody respects you. As someone who played Cyberpunk back in the day, the pen and paper role-playing game by Mike Pondsmith, you should check it out. And now I'm completely sick of it. I've been put off by the thing I love because it's so in my face every given time. It used to be a nice little niche thing. Oh, yeah. That's a hipster way of saying I was into Cyberpunk before it was cool. Make no mistake about it. There will absolutely be hundreds more articles like this. And let's finish off with some of the best memes, the best Cyberpunk 2077 memes to scroll through. There's a lot of them. One, the wait is finally over. I bet he's thinking about other women. 4 days, 22 hours, 44 minutes, 59 seconds, 58. Country Roads take, oh? When you finish the Nomad prologue and enter Night City for the first time. Is this real life or just fantasy? When is the final countdown of the release of Cyberpunk 2077 and it hasn't been delayed again? Oh my god, okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. Hey guys, what if the game sucks? It's not going to suck. Protectors of Humanity's mods watch for spoilers. That was kind of a letdown. Cyberpunk 2077 reviews, though, may be limited on release date as codes arrive late. Oh, no. How will we ever get through the day? Nobody's waiting for a review to buy Cyberpunk 2077. Let's just be honest here. And especially not from game journalists. Here's Ryan Brown whining. pressed to still not have a review copy of the Cyberpunk 2077, a game that launches next week and touts itself on being 100 hours. Perhaps don't expect reviews for launch. Sorry, Todd, you might actually be a good dude, but, you know, you're a game journalist, so you might... Oh, I'm already blocked. Okay, all right, well, all right, I stand by what I said. Nobody cares. Game's going to be above average guaranteed, and nobody's waiting to hear what some game journalist has to say about it. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.